Human resources, a term that is often met with hostile glares, or worse, blank stares. Ignored, it results in higher insurance premiums, increased legal liability, and poor employee morale. The truth is, your company is only as good as the employees that are dealing directly with the customer. Your HR department plays a major role in keeping those employees in an environment that is clearly defined, with consideration given to both your guests and your staff's needs. Whether your human resources department consists of on-site management or corporate-level office, MOS gives you the structure and the systems to keep you in compliance with legal regulations and provide clear, consistent communications to your employees. Here we have pictured a breakdown of many of MOS's human resources functions, including a library where you can keep a template of all the forms that you use. This might include policies and procedures, changes in policies and procedures, and other forms directly related to employees and local regulations. If your company is providing benefits, you have a separate section just for that. Training and development, opinion surveys, and last but certainly not least, personnel management. Let's take a look at that personal management function a little bit closer. Here we have a generic application form. Keep in mind that as with every other part of MOS, it is fully customizable and brandable to your specifications. We collect all the relevant information as an applicant comes to the property, contact information, positions applying for, desired rate of pay, and whatnot. This is certainly nothing new. However, the difference is, once that information has been entered into the system, it is kept permanently and provides a record for future reference, whether that person is eventually employed or not. This gives you excellent reference points later on, should there be any question about the details of that person's initial application. Where this often comes into play, in particular, is availability. As you can see here, you've got a complete schedule. So there will never be any question as to what a person can or cannot work. This allows you to hold people accountable for what they've asked for and eliminates mistakes or misunderstandings when it comes time to schedule someone that they wouldn't normally work. Moving further down, you can see that you keep an employment history, which includes a disclaimer and gives permission for you to contact previous employers, eliminating an extra step. MOS functionality includes the ability to auto-populate and create emails that will go directly to those employers if the correct contact information has been provided. The applicant statement, along with an opportunity to collect an e-signature, or if necessary, an actual physical signature, are included at the bottom of the form. Notice at the bottom here you see that it says office use only. When an applicant goes online to apply, this won't even be seen by them. But this allows your human resources department to track the status of that employee or potential employee. It includes the opportunity to rate their interviews, schedule follow-ups, and make a determination on whether they will be hired and at what terms. Because the system keeps the information permanently, it also allows you to schedule terminations, and if they are eligible for rehire, you can even get to a point where you're able to rehire them at a later date with a new position and a new rate, or bring them in at the original rate if necessary. You can see this down here. Okay, so we've decided to hire this person. Let's find out what happens next. MOS provides with a PAF form that is generated in advance for every employee. These are used in situations when you need to change an employee's status, either a new position or a new rate of pay. An approval process is included, and as with everything else, can be completely customized to your needs. In this particular instance, if we wanted to do a 90-day evaluation, We could checkbox right here, put in their current information, their new position, and if there's a change in rate of pay. Once the approval process has been completed, that information would be updated in payroll and everything would be processed seamlessly and automatically. Unfortunately, due to human nature, sometimes a different form of notice is required. And that would be a CDN, a conduct disciplinary notice. Let's take a quick look at that. CDNs are an area that have a great deal of importance and impact on your financials. This is where you have an opportunity to reduce your legal liability and keep your unemployment insurance premiums lower. It also enables you to successfully fight any unemployment claims that you do not feel are reasonable. So let's take a look at this form and some of the functionality that's available. You'll notice with this particular form that you have several levels of approval process based on the position that the employee that's being disciplined. If it's a line level employee, you may be able to get by with just the property or general manager. If you have a salaried position or perhaps the general manager, it may go to a regional manager position. All of their information would be pre-populated, and here you would be able to enter the date of the infraction and what notice needs to be made. Violations can be selected here, and you can actually add specific violations from your handbook. This is a nice feature when you want to be very specific about what it was that the employee did. As we scroll further down, you can collect an electronic signature. You can describe what changes or improvements are to be expected, if there are any other details that need to be filled in to complete this process. This gives you complete start to finish documentation of any disciplinary notices that have been served, allowing you to resist any attempt for someone to collect unemployment that is not in a position to have earned it. This information goes in with the employee file automatically, and just like their original application, is kept as a permanent record for easy reference should the need be required. Today's savvy business owner understands that a structured human resources department is important for maintaining business health. It reduces operating costs, limits legal liability, and creates an environment with clear, consistent communication for employees that yields lower turnover and happier employees. This ultimately results in better service and higher revenue for your company. Big name human resources solutions cost tens of thousands of dollars. This is but a small portion of MOS's full functional suite. If this is something that you feel like you need, please give us a call and schedule a demo. Thank you very much.